What's up, everyone? Welcome back to I Know Ball. Today we'll be ranking the top 32 MLB third basemen. We have two key free agents on the list today. No Yankees hate also. Let's get right into it. Getting us started at 32 is Jordan Lawler of the Diamondbacks. Lawler has had a rough start to his career, but I'm sure he can turn it around. In 66 at-bats this past year, he batted 182 with a 545 OPS, 51 OPS plus, 0 homers, 5 RBIs, terrible defense. Made me change my whole StatCast search to find a video for him since he has no homers. Bro needs to lock in. At number 31 is Kyle Karros of the Rockies. In 137 at-bats in his rookie year, he batted 226 with 585 OPS, 58 OPS plus, 1 homer, 9 RBIs. Really good defense, so despite the bad hitting, his award stayed at 0. Rockies just love being at the bottom of the list. At number 30 is Brady House of the Nationals. In just over 250 at-bats, he batted 234 with a 574 OPS, 62 OPS plus, 4 homers, 29 RBIs, negative 0.6 B WAR, negative 0.3 F WAR. Nationals have a good young core, but I don't think House is a part of it. At number 29 is another rookie this past season, Christian Moore of the Angels. In 162 at-bats, he batted 198 with a 655 OPS, 81 OPS plus, 7 homers, 16 RBIs, bad defense, just another Angel rush through the system. But I think with some time, he'll be able to figure it out. At number 28 is Ben Williamson of the Mariners. We got a ton of rookies to start this list, and he keeps going with Williamson. Probably played the best out of everyone so far. 253 average, 604 OPS, 76 OPS plus, 1 homer, 21 RBIs, 1.3 B WAR, 0.4 F WAR. If the Mariners don't bring back Geno, expect Williamson at third. At number 27 is another rookie, Max Muncy, but the Athletics version. In 200 at-bats, he batted 214 with a 638 OPS, 75 OPS plus, 9 homers, 23 RBIs. Horrible defense, but obviously, give him some time and he'll be pretty good. At number 26, the last rookie for a while, is Marcelo Meyer of the Red Sox. Sucks this guy's season got cut short with a wrist injury, but he's still rookie eligible next year, so he could make a run for rookie of the year. I believe he is at least. But in his first 127 at bats, he batted 228 with a 674 OPS, 85 OPS plus, 4 homers, 10 RBIs. Looked pretty good at third. Hopefully, he comes back healthy. At number 25 is Connor Norby of the Marlins. It now seems as if the Marlins lost this trade because Trevor Rogers was a dog last season. Norby was not. 251 average, 689 OPS, 90 OPS plus, 8 homers, 34 RBIs, 0.7 B WAR, 0.5 F WAR. Bad defense. We've seen about a full season of Norby now, and it's not what people were hoping for. At number 24 is Ke'Bryan Hayes of the Reds. Bro, he needs to hit a baseball or he's going to get benched. His glove may be amazing, easily the best defensive third baseman, 20 outs above average, but a 235 average, 595 OPS, 65 OPS plus, 5 homers, 49 RBIs in 152 games is awful. Most games he's played in a season, and he still couldn't figure it out. At number 23 is a guy taking his spot, Jared Triolo. Triolo had a horrendous first half, but his second half was amazing. He's an amazing defender. We know that. Won the Gold Glove in 2024 for utility, but his bat carried him in the second half this year. 302 average, 854 OPS, 148 WRC plus, 14 extra base hits just in the second half. I love Triolo. I need this production all year. At number 22 is Miguel Vargas of the White Sox. Horrific defense, but swung the bat a little better this year. 234 average, 717 OPS, 100 OPS plus, 16 homers, 60 RBIs. I mean, you got to give him some credit. Dodgers said, screw this kid, go figure it out in Chicago. He didn't play too bad for his first full season there, but he needs to do more. At number 21 is Royce Lewis of the Twins, all the way down from 13 last year. Lewis, in his most healthy season, didn't look great. 237 average, 671 OPS, 83 OPS plus, 13 homers, 52 RBIs, 0.6 B WAR, 1 F WAR. I'm sure he'll be okay, but as a baseball fan, I want to see him rake. At number 20 is Ryan McMahon of the Yankees. I think McMahon can break out next year in that short porch stadium. His bat honestly looks pretty good. Obviously, a great defender, but the bat's got to show up next year. 214 average, 693 OPS, 87 OPS plus, 20 homers, 53 RBIs for 2 teams in 2025. Good end of the order bat for New York. At number 19 is Alec Bohm of the Phillies. Not awful defense for Bone this past season, but another year with no pop, but good contact. 287 average, 741 OPS, 102 OPS plus, 11 homers, 59 RBIs, 1.5 B WAR, 1.7 F WAR. He might get traded. Who knows? At number 18 is Nolan Arenado of the Cardinals. He also might get traded this offseason. Good defense, that's normal for him, but his hitting has fallen off a cliff, and it's honestly kind of sad. 237 average, 666 OPS, don't like that. 87 OPS plus, 12 homers, 52 RBIs. Hopefully, we get one more good year out of him. At number 17 is Matt Shaw of the Cubs. Bad first half, but decent second half. Mid defense this past year, but his hitting needs to improve in 2025 to stay in this lineup. 226 average, 690 OPS, 98 OPS plus, 13 homers, 44 RBIs, 3.1 B WAR, 1.8 F WAR. Not a bad rookie year, but he definitely can be better. At number 16 is Colt Keith of the Tigers. I went to a Pirates Tigers game this year, and my Pirates were winning 4-0 for a while, and I was talking my crap. And then the homer you're watching decided to happen to tie it. Bro swung at a pitch at his head and hit it out. Anyways, 256 average, 746 OPS, 107 OPS plus, 13 homers, 45 RBIs, mid defense. Should have a good 2026. Starting the top 15 is Josh Young of the Rangers. Down year for Josh Young, but I really believe in him. In 2025, he batted 251 with a 684 OPS, 100 OPS plus, 14 homers, 61 RBIs, 1.4 B WAR, 1.7 F WAR. Played really good defense, 5.0 AA. Hopefully, he has a good 2026. At number 14 is Brett Baty of the Mets. He quietly had a really good season. In 400 at-bats, he batted 254 with a 748 OPS, 111 OPS plus, 18 homers, 50 RBIs, good defense at a few spots, 3.1 B WAR, 2.4 F WAR. Maybe next year he hits his full potential. At number 13 is Caleb Durbin. I really like Durbin. He finished third in Rookie of the Year, and the stats backed him up. 256 average, 721 OPS, 101 OPS plus, 11 homers, 53 RBIs, 24 hit by pitches as well. He led the league in that. Mid defense, expect a pop off here. At number 12 is Austin Riley of the Braves. Bro needs to lock in 2 down years in a row for Riley. I know there were some off the field issues, but hopefully he brings it back. 260 average, 737 OPS, 106 OPS plus, 16 homers, 54 RBIs. All the metrics are still there, so I'm sure his offense will be fine. His defense, a little below average, but I'm sure he can turn it around. Just missing the top 10 is Addison Barger of the Blue Jays at 11. Strong hitting season for Barger, 243 average, 756 OPS, 105 OPS plus, 21 homers, 74 RBIs. Bro also had above 1,000 OPS in the playoffs, elite arm strength, but mid defender. Another guy lined up for a good 2026. Starting the top 10 is Jordan Westburg of the Orioles. Give me a full season of him. Bro could end maybe top 5 next year. Just saying. In 85 games, he batted 265 with a 770 OPS, 114 OPS plus, 17 homers, 41 RBIs. Bro's fast, so he should see him more often, and he also plays pretty good defense. Westbrook could also have a really good 2026. At number 9 is Carlos Correa of the Astros. He played a lot better once coming back over to Houston. He had a 704 OPS with Minnesota and then a 785 OPS with Houston, 13 homers, 52 RBIs over the whole season. I 100% think he'll be a better offensive player next year. At number 8 is Max Muncy, the Dodgers one. I swear this guy gets hurt every year for a decent amount of time. He only played 100 games this past year. 243 average, 846 OPS, 136 OPS plus, 19 homers, 67 RBIs. Defense don't matter when you hit that good. 3.6 B WAR, 2.9 F WAR. At number 7 is Maikel Garcia of the Royals. He jumped up 19 spots from last year. He just recently also signed a contract extension with Kansas City. 286 average, 800 OPS, 123 OPS plus, 16 homers, 74 RBIs, great metrics, 17 outs above average. He won Gold Glove. Hopefully, this isn't a one-season thing. At number 6 is current free agent Eugenio Suarez. Awful defense, but who cares when you hit 228 with an 824 OPS, 126 OPS plus, 49 home runs, 118 RBIs, 3.6 B WAR, 3.8 F WAR. Had a way worse time in Seattle once he got traded, so it's probably affecting his contract value, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Might move to DH soon though. Starting off the top five is Matt Chapman of the Giants. Awesome defense per usual. Had a decent hitting season. 231 average, 770 OPS, 120 OPS plus, 21 homers, 61 RBIs, 4.1 B WAR, 3.7 F WAR. I don't really know what else to say about him, but for now, he's still top five. At number four is Manny Machado of the Padres. I don't know where his defense went this past year. -6 outs above average, but he still crushed the ball. 275 average, 795 OPS, 118 OPS plus, 27 homers, 95 RBIs, 4.1 B WAR, 3.8 F WAR. Getting older, will turn 34 a little into next season. I don't expect to fall off yet, but we can't lose Arenado and Machado. At number three is Junior Caminero of the Rays. This guy's only 22 years old and just hit 264 with an 846 OPS, 131 OPS plus, 45 home runs, 110 RBIs, 4.4 B WAR, 4.6 F WAR. Not good defense, but who cares? This guy rakes, and he's only going to his third year at 22. Rays need to build around him. At number two is Alex Bregman, who is still a free agent. If he didn't get hurt, he could have finished this past year with like a 6 WAR, but only had a 3.5. Best offensive year since 2022 for Bregman. 273 average, 821 OPS, 128 OPS plus, 18 homers, 62 RBIs. Played good defense as well. He's only going into his age 32 season, so he's probably looking for a long-term contract. Will definitely get paid. And again, another back-to-back years of being number one. The best third baseman is Jose Ramirez. Another top three MVP finish for Ramirez. 7 outs above average this season for him at third, which was 93rd percentile. This year, he batted 283 with an 863 OPS, 137 OPS plus, 30 homers, 44 steals, 85 RBIs, 34 doubles, 5.8 B WAR, 6.3 F WAR. I feel like this year, the offensive production for third base was down, but Jose Ramirez continues to rake and lead third baseman in a ton of categories, easily on Hall of Fame pace. Thank you guys for watching. Shortstop will be next. Have a great day.